is right here. You can enroll in the Fine Art Collector program early, I guess. If you do any heist, or if you play before July 13th, you qualify, and I guess you can get $500,000, which I think I already got my $500,000. I did not get the turreted limo though, so I don't know about that. And if you do any GTA Online heist before the 13th of July, then you can get $1 million. You get a noose outfit and a free $1 million. So that's like 2 million. Depends on what heist you do, right? For cayo, that would be like 2 million for me, which cayo is the heist that I'm gonna do. But for any other heist, maybe like, it depends, because I think I'm not even sure exactly how much each heist pays out though. So if you do the original standard heist, it really depends on which one you're doing, but it could be $1 million plus, a couple $100,000, or if you're doing the finale of the heist, the what do you call it? The Pacific Standard. That's like, I think you get paid $1 million too, maybe, as well. So that's like maybe $1 million plus a couple $100,000 as well, or maybe even $2 billion for that. Right? Right now, I currently have 32 million for this update. I am gonna have a little bit more. I'm not sure exactly what number I'm gonna stop at. I'm maybe like 50, 60 million, possibly. Because the update doesn't come out until July, so I still have time to grind. And plus, I got 3 months of PlayStation Plus, so I can already, just grind way more as well. But yeah, and then also there is a glitch that I found just by looking at X or Twitter, I guess, whatever you want to call it. I call it both. But there is a glitch that you can do, and I will show you the glitch as soon as I log in, or as soon as we spawn in, I should say. Now, if you don't know me, I like private servers. I don't like public servers at all. I don't like public servers. I was forced to play public servers like since I started GTA until they made it into where you can go into your own private server. And I'm not gonna lie, I never liked public servers. Never liked public servers at all. But now, since they made it to where you can go into your own private sessions, I love that. I love that as well. And especially because like I'm trying to record a video, it does make it easier to go into a private session than a public session, because then I would have to like mute my mic in game and stuff like that and go through all the hassle of doing that, and I'm not even sure if that would work and stuff like that. But for something in your bunker in order to do the glitch, and I did this yesterday, as you may notice. Actually, give me a second real quick. Let me register as a motorcycle club. Usually when I'm doing missions, I register as an MC so I can call my Oppressor Mark II faster. But if I'm in like, just the public session without doing a mission, or the free roam rather, I would register as a CEO. That way I can call off the police way faster. And you could do the same thing as well if you choose. Now, I'm not going to take the credit for this because I'm not exactly sure who exactly posted the video or made the video about it, but I just know about it. So what you need is this over here. And you might be like, what is this over here? Well, I will tell you. This over here is your shooting range. You do need a shooting range, right? And you do need a shooting range to do this. It doesn't matter what color targets. You can get white, black, it doesn't matter. You can either do this with the person to go versus, or you can do it by yourself. Really, you'd want to do this by yourself. Now, what you want to do is you want to complete all of the challenges, all of the weapon challenges, right? Right? But I know, as you may know, you may be like, well, completing the challenges with certain weapons is hard, like the heavy sniper. Like, you got to get 400 scored pad. Like, and for the, you know, for this, you got to get 3,600, 3,000, 2,000. This is for the final challenge, by the way, which I already did all of these. You may be like, oh, well, it's hard. Well, I'll tell you how you can make it easier for yourself. And I don't know if Rockstar knows about this glitch. I don't know if they do or not. I'm not sure. And to be honest, I don't think they really care about it, honestly, because I think they're just trying to do the final update of GTA 5 and then release GTA 6. So what you want to come over here and do is you want to come over here to your weapon locker, if you have one, which I think you do need one to do this glitch, by the way. I don't know if it automatically comes with, like, if it automatically comes with the bunker, or if you need to, like, buy it with something. Like your sleeping quarters, something like that. But you need to go walk up to your weapon locker, and then you want to hide everything like this. Like, you see where it says hide all? You want to hide all your weapons, right? And then you want to do that for your melee weapons, pistols, machine guns, rifles, shotguns, snipers. What you're going to do for the heavy weapons tab, is you're going to hide every weapon except for the minigun. You're just not gonna hide the minigun, so you're gonna hide, you know, your firework launcher, homing launcher, compact grenade launcher, widowmaker, EMP, railgun, all of it except for the minigun, right? And then what you want to do after you hit everything is you want to come here. I'm not gonna do it because then I have to redo everything. Actually, I could do it real quick. Let me show you real quick. Because it's not like I gotta hide everything physically. I could just hide the tab. There you go. Hide all. Sniper rifles, heavy weapons. Yeah, hide. And then here, hide. So literally exactly what I'm doing, that's what you need to do, right? The minigun needs to be the only gun that's showing. You can go back and look and see if all of these are showing. It says showing, but since I clicked the hide all tab, it's hiding all of them. So you should have nothing but your minigun in your inventory, right? And what you want to do, this is just the quickest way to do this challenge. And by the way, once you do all of the challenges, you get rewards, I think. Like, once you do all 3 for every weapon, you get rewards for doing it. I'm not sure what you get off. I think you get like a color for if you do all 1 star for all of the weapons. For 2 stars, you get, I think, a cap. You get like 3 caps, a hoodie, and a couple t-shirts. And then once you do the third the third challenge, right, the 3rd star, you get 30. You get to hold 30 throwables instead of like 20 or whatever your limit is. You get to hold 30 of them. So what you want to do is you want to go here, go to health inventory, disable. You want to make sure that this is disabled real quick. So it should say enable custom weapon loadout. Make sure it's on that because it will not work. Now what you want to do is you want to go here, you want to start it up, and then you want to just start up a challenge, right? Now you will spawn in with the pistol, but what you want to do is you want to go here and then enable it. And then you'll spawn in with the minigun, and then you can just start shooting. See, look, I'm almost near the target, right? You just want to go shoot all the targets. It doesn't matter if you spray them, if you try and hit them. I mean, I would recommend you trying to spray them. See? Boom. I'm already past the target, right? Now, it's gonna say this real quick. It's gonna say shots fired 0 and accuracy 0, but you will now, I'm not gonna lie, it is a bit tedious because you have to go out into, like, you have to go out of the shooting range tab, and then you have to go here and disable it every single time for all the challenges. So it is a bit tedious. Like here, I could just use this as well. Show you real quick. There we go. Now, if you want more precision aim, I think each target takes it takes 3 to 4 shots. So if you want to be like more precise and get more point, I guess you can do it like that, cat fire. But sometimes for all the challenges that may not work, and you actually may need to spray. Like, you may need to just spray the minigun instead of just tap firing it, just to see if you can get a... Because I think if you try and hit it precision, the max points you're gonna get is like 2,200 or something like that, 2,200 and something. So you want to just, you know, sometimes you may need to spray. Like, I had a problem with the carbine rifle challenge. Because I was trying to hit like more precise shots, but I found out that you actually needed to just spray the minigun instead of just trying to go for precise shots, to get more points. And then once you finish all the challenges, you can come back here and then you can enable everything again, if you so choose to. Or you could choose whichever ones you want and stuff like that. It will be hidden as well. Let me do that, that, and that. Okay, there we go. Now everything should be in my inventory. See? And since I've already did the challenge, I can hold up to 30 throwables now instead of like 20 or 25 or whatever. Or I think it's 20, right? Now I can hold like 10 more throwables, which may not seem that much, but trust me, it does actually help you in the long run. I'm gonna hide this gun because I don't really use my MK. I don't really use that MK. Or AK, I should say. AK-47, I got you. Can't. Oh my. Rifles, there we go. Hide, carbon rifle, I use that one. Heavy rifle, hide. Special carbine, I do use that one as well. Above, I'll show that one. And then all of these I'll show as well. There we go. That way it's a little bit easier. Carbine. I don't really use the normal carbine or any other gun for that matter. Unless like I need to do it for a mission and stuff like that. But now that you've got that out of the way, right? Now you can do this if you want to. You don't have to do it. Or you don't have to do challenges and get the rewards. This is just to help you, you know, hold more throwables if you want to. I'm gonna go to my Kosaka real quick. And I think right now it is double times money on a community series race, double times money on the what do you call it, Diamond Casino heist, and double times money on the No Way Out missions as well, which doesn't really matter because it does matter, but you only get paid in the beginning mission and the end mission of the No Way Out heist. Like those 3 missions in between, you don't get paid any money at all. So yeah, and I think it's 4 times money for GTA Plus players, or GTA Plus members, I should say.
There you are, Capitan. The finest field
So yeah,
operative I have ever had the pleasure of coordinating.
like I said, you can do that if you so please to. And if this video just cuts while I'm just doing casino heist, it doesn't really matter because I'm doing casino heist. Like every player who's played GTA, well, not every player, but most players have done cayo, right? So it doesn't matter. I'm doing cayo. That's it. If this video just randomly cuts out as I'm doing like a, you know, what do you call it real quick? As I'm doing walkthrough, I guess, of doing, or the setups rather of doing it. And if you do any sort of heist before the 13th, you get the noose outfit, and I think you get $1 million as well. And I think if you log on before the 13th, you get the free turreted limo and 500 bands. So not bad, honestly. You get a free $500,000, and so you can earn up to $1,500,000 if you just by logging on and just by doing one heist. So essentially, you could be making like from the heist. It depends on what your target is and stuff like that. You can earn up to $1 million if you're doing cayo. Again, it really depends on what your target is for cayo. $1 million and over, I'm gonna just say, if you're doing cayo. And if you're doing any other heist, you can earn probably up to like 3 million. It depends, because normal heist, you know, I'm not exactly sure what the prices are for that. I know for some of them, like I think the prison break and the EMP one, or the what do you call it? That facility raid, or not, like the place that's over here, by the way. For that raid, I think it pays like 700,000, or it only pays like a couple 100,000. I'm pretty sure the only heist that pays over $1 million is the finale. And if you have to do the heist with 4 people, so you're definitely not gonna earn $1 million. You're gonna earn like a couple thousand from that. So I wouldn't really do that heist per se, or do the main heist, unless like you just have a really good friend group that doesn't really need the money and stuff like that. Then yeah, I wouldn't really recommend doing that heist, but you can do it if you want. Like, if you're trying to like make money in that game, that isn't really the heist that you should be doing anyways, because you're not really gonna make that much from that. Like, you have to do, I don't even know exactly how much you'll be making just off the heist itself. I know if you're doing it first time, you get a bonus. But if you're not doing it first time, I don't even think the bonus is that much. Well, if you're doing it first time anyways. And you're only going to be making a couple 100,000. So by the time you finish doing all the heists, you'll probably have like 2-3 mil, which is not that much, honestly. 3, actually, you know, I'm not going to say 2-3. I'm going to say 3 to 4, right? You're going to have 3 to 4 mil just by doing those heists. And let me tell you, it is not worth it if you're actually trying to grind for money. It's not worth it. I can tell you that right now. From experience, from like me actually doing the heist, it's not worth it at all. I'm not gonna lie. Not even a little bit. There are better just missions in general to do, like the No Way Out missions. The No Way Out missions, without hard mode, you get paid 4 to 500, or 4 to 5, you know, 100,000, like each time you do it. Right? It depends on if you do the challenges or not at the end, or the finale, that is. If you do it on hard mode, it is like I think 600 and something thousand, or to 700 and something thousand as well. So, yeah. And since it is double times money on the No Way Out missions, it is up to $1 million. You can earn, I think, $700 up to $1 million if you do it on hard mode, which I would guarantee you do it on hard mode, because one, the challenges aren't really that hard anyways. I think you just have to fail 0 hacks, get like 35 headshots, and some other challenge, something like that. It's not hard, and like not die, I think, or something like that. Like I said, it's not hard to just do the challenges. Just do the challenge, and then I think you get it finished in like a certain amount of time as well. But it's not hard at all. I've had plenty of I've had some walkthroughs of No Way Out missions on my page anyways. You can just go back and watch those if you really need. They aren't really guides, they're just really me doing the heist, especially when it first came out. It's just really me doing the heist. I don't really have I do have guides for No Way Out missions, or for the No Way Out missions that I got from other streamers who posted it as well. Other tips and tricks and stuff like that. So if you want to know, you could just, I think I should have a few of guides of No Way Out missions on my page. But if not, if you can't find it on my page, you can just go to two specific YouTubers or content creators that I go to for my GTA leaks. Is Mr. Boss for the win. He's second, and then the first is Hazardous. Hazardous, I think HGTV, I think that's what his name is. He's like the first person that I go to if I need GTA leaks, and if there's no leaks, which there should be leaks on his page about certain things for GTA, then I'll just go to Mr. Boss for the win. As well.
You must be careful. If guards get a good look at you while you are in the restricted area, they will know something.
And doing KO is not hard anyways, especially since I've done it so many times. It's like not even hard. And there is a shortcut on the island so that you don't get caught, you know, and stuff like that. Just take the same route that I take to go to the tower, and you should be fine. Now, since I'm doing this solo, I need to go over here because I need the secondary targets. Now, I'm just saying, if you're doing this solo, you could also go over here and get the secondary targets if you want. If you're doing it with teammates, you don't really have to go. It really depends, though, because if you're doing this with the person and there's no, like, full gold, I think you need, like, 4 gold in order to fill up your loot bag or something like that, or 3 something. There is no person here, so what you want to do is you just want to come over here, and then take a picture of that lever right there. Literally, that's all you need to do. Take a picture of the lever. You could look, really, to see what stuff is in there, but I don't really care regardless of what's in there. It could be, I think, Coca-Cola, math, and then, yeah, I think that's really it. Like, Coca-Cola and math. Those are, like, the 2 targets that could be in there. I think weed could also be in there. I'm not sure. Or grass, rather. It could also be in there. But I'm not sure. So, yeah, you just want to come down here. I remember, because I used to go this way and go through the gate and stuff like that, but you don't need to go through the gate. All you need to do is just come over here, wait until he spins, hop that real quick, go up here. I failed, as you can see, and I might get caught now. Hopefully not. Actually, I might not get caught. Go, 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 go. Ah! Okay. So you don't want to fail it like I just did, because if you do, then you have to restart it. Nope, we're not doing that. Okay. You don't want to go when he's looking that way because he can definitely see you jump, and I think you'll stop midair as you jump. So you definitely want to wait until he's looking away from you. Usually what I like to do is I like to build up, you know, the RPMs or whatever they're called. And then you just hop it. Hop it. Come on, go. Climb. There we go. And then you just want to come over here real quick, hop up here, and if there's any cars coming, you can just wait up here. Like, they won't see you. They won't see you. You just hop up here real quick, and then this is the route that I take every single time I do KM. And then you can just cut through here, and then you could just cut through here as well. The car won't see you. You can just stay right here, and you should be fine. And then you want to just cut up here, and then there you go. You're at the tower. Now, you do want to watch out when you're crossing that road right there, because I've gotten surprised a lot of times by cars that just randomly spawn there and then drive by. So you do want to definitely be careful when you're like cutting through that road, I guess. It is upstairs this time. Okay. And like I said, this is the route that I take. And also, I take the boat, by the way. The, whatever the boat's called for the setup now. I used to do it, and then I think I go to the north side, so I spawn over here on this side of the island, I think. And then I just drive up here to where I just had to taken a picture of the lever. And then I drive the boat back over here all the way to this side, or to the compound wall, and I enter through the drainage tunnel as well. Which, if this video, like I said, if this video cuts out before I actually get to that part, I'm gonna make another video on that as well. So it'd be like part 1 and part 2. 60, 60. So it really doesn't matter which one, right? Or actually, no, it does matter. 100, and it should be 110. There we go. This hack is really easy. You just gotta match it with, like, you just gotta, I guess, match it with the numbers. So. And now, since the app's on my phone, I can just jump down. You can climb down and then drive back if you want. I just think it's easier just to, you know, fall off. Because then you instantly spawn back here. Now you just go to your app. What did it smell? It smells like soap. I mean, my bathroom is literally right next to me. And the pipes to my bathroom are literally in my room. So. Panther. Let's see what target I get. I I usually get either the ruby necklace, tequila, or bail bonds. Those are the 3 targets I get, which those are the 3 most common. So I don't really know what I would get. I don't really get the panther statue or the diamond, and it is going to be the bonds. Okay, that's not bad because the bonds do go for 700,000. So the one that you really don't want is tequila. But usually I stick with tequila anyways, because if my secondary targets are grass or Coca-Cola and grass, I'm gonna be making over $1 million. If it's like worse than that, then I'm not gonna be making over I'm like just barely gonna be making over $1 million, I think. So since that is 700,000, I can't go. Let me go back. I can't go back. Why can I not go back? This is a glitch. But usually I'm gonna be making over $1 million anyways, and like I said, it really doesn't matter because I'm at 3.1 mil now, or still 3.2 mil, I think. So it really doesn't matter. I don't care. If my secondary targets aren't really good. I know most people skip the tequila, but I would not recommend doing that though. Like, if you have the money to just keep on skipping the tequila and keep restarting the heist, because every time you restart this heist, it's $100,000. So if you have the money to do that in GTA, go ahead. But if you don't have the money, don't skip it, because your chances of getting something higher aren't that high. They're not that high at all. I'm being so honest with you. I've canceled the heist and then restarted it and stuff like that, and it wasn't that high. I did not get like anything too, you know, like I didn't get the freaking target or anything like that. Like, it could be 20 something times before you get something higher than that. So like I said, it really doesn't matter. If you're getting tequila, obviously you won't make as much money if you do get tequila, but it's fine anyways, because you know you're still making money. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you literally cancel the heist, you're like throwing away money when you could just be making however much the tequila is. I think the tequila is like 600,000 or something like that. I think this is actually the 3rd highest target, I'm not sure, or the 2nd maybe. I'm not exactly sure how the lineup goes. I know it's tequila at the bottom. I don't really know if the ruby necklace or bail bonds are next. I would see, unless bail bonds are 730, then that would make the ruby necklace 3rd or 2nd, because I think I think the ruby necklace is 700,000. I look it up real quick. Look up the lineup. Give me a second. I'm gonna look it up.
So, primary reconnaissance complete.
Okay, probably. No, I know that. Okay, so it would be the tequila. The tequila normal is 630. By the way, you can do KO on hard too, but it's a random chance really to do it on hard. It's literally random chance to do it on hard. I think as soon as you do tequila, or as soon as you do KO, I can't speak apparently. And then when he like messages you to do it again, he might say like, oh, it's gonna be harder this time or something like that. If you do KO right then as he sends you the text, then it would be on hard mode, I think. And I think he says like wait until it cools down, or if you want to wait until it cools down, then it will just be normal. But yeah, tequila is the first target. Necklace is the second, because it's 700,000 to 770. The bearer bonds are next, which they are the same price as the ruby necklace. I don't know. First time you do KO, you're gonna get the Madrazo files. But you only get paid 1.1 mil for that for your first time. That is the only target that you're going to be getting if you have not done KO. The pink diamond is 1.3 mil, 1.3 to 1.4, 30. And then the Panther statue is 1.9 to 2 million, 2.09 million, or 2.90, I guess. But the Panther statue is only available during special event weeks. I don't think that, though. I think the Panther statue is available. It's just very rare to get. So I think that your chances of getting it is way higher during special event weeks for KO. Because honestly, just doing it. Oh, the longfin. That was the boat that I was thinking of. By the way, I used the longfin. I used to use Kosaka, but now I just use longfin as well. So it's 770. Right, so I guess that price was wrong because this isn't hard mode. It would say it on your screen if it was hard mode or not, so it's not hard mode. You're getting paid 770 for that, so I don't think that that site was legit on the price reading, stuff like that. Or they could have changed as well. Or not the site, rather, but the thing wasn't right. Which is fine, because it also says that the Panther statue is only available during special time weeks. I don't think it is, though. I think you can definitely get it. But I will say it is very rare to get, and it's pretty hard, I guess. Because the percent chance of getting the Panther statue is very, very low. I think it's less than 1%. So, yeah. I think the tequila and everything else is like 50-something chance, or like 30 or 20-something percent chance. I'm not exactly sure on what the percentage ratings are for each target. But for me, those are the 3 targets I get most, which is the tequila, the bearer bonds, and then the necklace. Those are the 3 ones that I get. But you may be more lucky than I. The thing is also for this mission, you can use that tells you to find a truck cab. You can use your Phantom Wedge for that mission if you want. If you want to. Which you would probably want to, or if you have it, rather. I should say that. Because you should obviously use this Phantom Wedge whenever you can for missions. Because it's faster than the normal truck cab. And it has, the scoop at the front, so you can just push all cars out the way. And we're gonna go ahead and back into here, run him over. There we go. Yep. Yeah, I've robbed him so many times. But I think the bear bond, like I said, you can just push him out the way. The bear bonds are gonna be at the casino back there. They're gonna be at the casino. They're always at the first mission for it is always at the casino. Because I think you need the code to the save. Get it. Once you get pretty far away from the cops, you don't really have to lose the cops or anything like that. You can just get pretty far away, and then what you can do, you can actually go ahead and I think if the cops are still on you, it doesn't matter. Anyways, I'm gonna brake here. Oh my god, the brakes on this thing is terrible. And then I can just go ahead and, real quick, die or, blow myself up. Once you do that, you lose the cops, so you don't have to actually physically lose the cops. Clandestine. I love clandestine operations. But yeah, and also I do have to see what the primary target for the garment factory is this week, because it changes every week. The primary target, I think, except if it's like more money on that certain mission for the what do you call it? The garment factory. then it would probably be like one time. I think it was a 2-week long, because usually we get a weekly update every Thursday for GTA. But sometimes the weekly update lasts for like 2 or 3 weeks, depending on like what Rockstar just wants to do, I guess, something like that. So I've definitely had a 2-week long on the fine art file for the garment packs week, but you do have to wait until next week. So maybe on Monday you can do it, and if you can't do it on Monday, then I think you can only do it on the day. Maybe I'm not 100% sure about that one, but yeah. And I'm on the final heist, or the final setups for the Doomsday heist as well. So I have literally nobody to do it with, so I'm probably not gonna do it. I think if you do complete that, you do get, I'm not sure exactly how much money you get from that, from the Doomsday heist, but you do get to call off the police for free. To return this, return moon pool, and then service vehicles, Kasaka. Oh, I gotta wait a little bit. Let me call my oppressor mark 2 then. There we go. See, that's why I'm that's why I'm registered as an MC instead of a CEO when I'm doing missions. Because that way I can just easily call. I don't have to call up my mechanic and stuff like that. Like, I don't have to wait like a minute or like less than a minute just to call up my mechanic, or maybe even a couple of seconds, right? I can just easily go ahead and call my bike. It will only take like less than a second to do that. And by the way, I do have a yacht, as you can see as well. I got it on sale when it was during that yacht week. It was like it was a week-long double times money on like yacht missions and stuff like that. So I think the yacht was actually on sale. So fuzz, I'm about to take my bike. So I got it for free. Instead of, that's like the most expensive yacht, which I think costs 8 million. I can go check real quick and show you. I'm pretty sure it costs 8 million though. Let me go ahead and return this before I, you know, destroy it by pushing it into water, or it accidentally goes into water real quick. I wasn't gonna buy a yacht at all. I'm not gonna lie, I was not gonna buy a yacht because it cost 8 million, and I really did not feel like spending $8 million on a yacht, fully upgraded. It like 8 point something million on a yacht. Like, cause who does that? Nobody does that, right? Nobody just wants to spend eight in GTA, that is. IRL, you know, people could 100% do that. But in GTA, you want to save your money for like good things and stuff like that. You don't want to buy a yacht that literally does nothing. Like, it doesn't do anything. The missions, the actual yacht missions, are the most boring missions ever. You do not get paid that much at all. But I'm pretty sure the Aquarius is the, yeah, see, this one's 210 feet. I think this one's also 210 feet. I think it's also 210 feet, my fault. But the Ryan is 500,000 and the Pisces is 1 million. So the Ryan is 500,000, so that's the lowest one, or the less expensive one. This one, the Pisces, is the more expensive, or like, you know, more expensive one. But the Aquarius, I think, is the most expensive one, which I have the Aquarius as well. Gold fittings, since I have it, it's not really gonna show me the price since I already have the yacht. Sucks. But yeah, modify your yacht for only $25,000. I love how it says that, only $25,000. But since I don't have it, it's not really going to tell me. But I think I got my yacht for like for like 6 point something million dollars. So it was on sale for like $2 million. So I'll take it, or $3 million. So I just ended up buying a yacht anyways since I had the money, and I was just doing the missions and getting like 100,000 per mission, and I just kept on doing that over and over and over. Um, so I just kept getting more money and stuff like that by just doing that. Actually, wait, I don't need that, actually. You do not need the demolition charges to do KO, by the way. If you want to, like, escape by blowing the wall, then you do need it. But if you don't want to escape that way, which one that will draw attention and everybody will be on you and stuff like that if you do it that way. Or you can also do it the stealthy approach, which, like I said, I'll show you either in this video or in the next video if this video just cuts out because you can only record for a certain amount of time, which sucks. It does suck, I'm not gonna lie. But you don't really need the demolition charges. I thought you did. And it does say mandatory. I know it does say mandatory for the demolition charges, but you don't need to do it at all. You just do these three, and then you got to do this one as well. Whichever weapon loadout you want to use. You can do the disruption to make it a bit easier as well, but you don't really need to do that. See, it's optional. But the fastest way I've figured out how to do it is you can just start up the mission, and as soon as it says, like, do the mission, just leave the session and join a new session, and it will automatically be done, and stuff like that. And that's the same for the weapon, locker, because I'm pretty sure for all the weapon lockers, you can either get the Merryweather base or like an actual office until you get like an actual office location, or until it says something else other than that. Because that mission alone is like the most tedious mission, and it's gonna take you a while to do it because you have to follow a helicopter, and usually the helicopter goes like outside the city as well, so you need to. And the helicopter flies very, very slow as well.
Without these, the whole operation is pointless. Now, the only man apart from Mr. Rubio who has the codes is the head of security. A tough cookie, as you Americans say. But lucky for us, this cookie has serious party habits.
Cookies aren't tough though, so I don't really understand that metaphor. Like, they're not.
If we are clever and sneaky, perhaps we do this without alerting anyone. From the moment you entered my submarine, I knew I had found a kindred spirit. Someone who would climb the mountain just to see if it could be climbed, yes? More importantly, to see the vast amounts of money waiting at the top, huh?
Yep. I'm not exactly sure how rich Mr. Rubio is, or like Rubio. I'm not exactly sure how rich, because everybody who's done KO has definitely stole money from him, right? Has definitely stole his money. So I'm not exactly sure if he's like a billionaire or a millionaire or something like that. I'm not 100% sure about that. Because you can keep doing KO. The only thing is there's a 2-hour cooldown for KO if you do it solo, and there is a 45-minute cooldown if you're doing it with somebody.
You have membership here yourself, eh, Capitan? For getting up to penthouse level will be simple.
Real excitement? Bet on the ponies at the Inside Track, the premier horse racing lounge at the Diamond Casino and Resort.
The ghost of you. That song is stuck in my head now. I'm not gonna lie. I've added it to my playlist, so I've been listening to it for the past couple days, and it's stuck in my head. And if I can't be close to you, I'll settle for the ghost of you. I'm not exactly sure who he was talking about in that song. Exactly. I thought it was Selena, but I'm pretty sure they had already like broken up before, right? Like I think they broken up in like 2016 or something like that. He could also be talking about Haley because they could have broken up as well during that time, but I'm not sure. Exactly, because that song came out in 2021, so I'm not exactly sure who he was talking about in that song. But yeah, it's still stuck in my head though. So they are over here. Well. And in order to do this silently, you just need to take out the two front guards, and let them not shoot at you, because if they shoot at you, then everybody else will know.
Remember, as we say in Russia,
see? Like that.
There are many ways to break the egg. If you take out the security quietly, no one inside will know you are here. You have a delicate touch when it comes to armed guards.
This is just if you're doing this, like, you know, for the first time. Well, not like your first time doing cayo, because you're not going to have this mission. You're going to have to just steal files for, what do you call it? Madrazo's son, Mini Madrazo. You got to steal files for him. That's going to be your first target. Which I think you'll already be on the island if you do it. Or for your first time, you'll already be on the island. So it should not really matter.
Don't forget the photograph. You must find the right man.
Yeah, I wonder if he's over here, though. Oh, I accidentally shot the sticky bomb. I did not mean to do that. You can do that, by the way, if you didn't know. Sadly, you can't shoot grenades, but you can shoot a sticky bomb. I don't understand how you can't shoot grenades, but, you know. You can shoot, I think, proximity mines, not pipe bombs. You can shoot proximity mines and sticky bombs. Usually he's in here. Was he in here? He's not in here. Which means he's over here. Yep, he's over here. Stick bomb. You can just sticky bomb him. And then wait until he stops burning, because you will catch him. Unless I eat snacks real fast. There we go. We're good.
Do you have them? Good. Now get down.
You can also roll to put out the fire as well. I can't roll though, but you can roll to put it out. Like literally, stop, drop, and roll works in GTA. Because as soon as you roll, you put out the fire. So I just think that's pretty good. That's a pretty cool detail as well for GTA. GTA 6, I'm pretty sure they would make it the same way exactly. Like, you can do rolls to put out fires and stuff. Because GTA 6 is definitely going to be more realistic and stuff like that as well. So I can't wait until it comes out. Especially when it comes to the shoe store. Which, if you've never been to a shoe store in GTA 5, then you wouldn't know what I'm talking about. And no, it's not an actual shoe store. It's just a covered word for it. Technically, I could say it on my channel because I'm 19 years old, so I could say it, but I'm not going to say the word. I just love to call it the shoe store. IRL, I do not call it the shoe store either. Only when I'm playing GTA. And only in GTA. Now, I'm just saying, me personally, I would never go to a shoe store because there's really no point in doing that. You can't really do anything anyways, so yeah, it's really no point to go to a shoe store IRL. But you know, some people, that's what they love to do. They love to go to a shoe store. Like I've heard that like the actual like food is good there, apparently. I've heard, or it's better than some places, I guess. I'm not sure how true that is, honestly, because like I said, I've never been, and I'm never going. Or actually, for any club, for that matter, I'm not going, because I'm not an extrovert, right? So, no. I like to be in my room. No matter if it's like just me by myself or with my friends or something like that, I like to be in my room. I don't really like to go out like that. My parents, yes, absolutely. They love to go out. Like, go out, go to the store, stuff like that. And not DoorDash anything. Just go to the store every single time they need something. Which I don't really see it like that. I think it's better to DoorDash. It is, yes, it is more expensive to DoorDash stuff. But, you know, I don't have to leave my room or house. Or literally, yeah, I don't have to leave my house in general. So, it's good. And plus, if I was busy doing something, right, I can't just go to the store, right, and just DoorDash something. Like, if I need something and I'm just busy, and I can't really leave the house, then it's good. But no, my parents are definitely different. They would just wait until another day, or wait until they're not busy, and then go to the 90s. Which, honestly, I don't know how I can ever live in the 90s, because there wasn't a lot of stuff anyways. In the 90s. But yeah, there definitely wasn't door dashing. There was, like, you know, the milk person and the meat person, I guess. That's for what my dad told me. Stuff like that. But you would have to wait, like, every week in order to get milk and meat. And those are, like, the two only things that you can do, right? Or get from that. Like, with DoorDash, you can DoorDash literally anything. Like, literally anything. And then you could literally go on Amazon and search up anything. Well, I should say food items for DoorDash, really, like food items mostly. But for, what do you call it? With Amazon, you can just like order anything and have it brought to the house. Literally anything. Because Amazon, I'm not gonna lie, Amazon definitely have things that I feel like they should not have. But they have them anyways, so, you know. And I can just say this, Amazon is not family friendly. That's all I'm gonna say. You can do whatever you want with that information. Now, I will say, Amazon is definitely the best, like, you know, company, in my opinion, to order stuff from. Because, like, really, they're like, you know, they take care of your packages. Now, I'm not saying, it really just depends on who you get as, like, your driver and stuff like that. Because there could be some drivers that are absolutely terrible and they don't care, right? They just need to work that 9 to 5 to earn money, but they don't really want to work there. It's insane. As well, and I'm not saying that you have to do this, but one thing that you could do to help delivery drivers as well is, like, you know, maybe get a couple snacks, maybe a couple drinks, and put it on your front, you know, your patio, by your front door, I should say. As well, you can just put it by your front door and stuff like that, and then just, like, maybe make a sign, be like, take whatever you want, or something like that. Hey, this is if you have the money, and if you want to do that, you could do that. And I will tell you that I haven't personally done it, but I've saw videos of people doing it, and it definitely does make their day sometimes. Like, sometimes they're having a bad day, and it does actually help them. So, like I said, if you want to do that, you could do that. If you don't want to do that, you don't have to do that. But, am I going to do that in the future? Maybe. It depends. Money like that, so you can't really tell everybody to do that. And some people may not even want to, you know, but I will say it definitely does make their day not experience it, but from just watching other people do it. Sometimes it does make their day as well. Like, I remember I was watching a video of a person who got fired. I don't know why he got fired, but he just came to their house and told them, he was like, hey, I got fired, but thank you for, like, the drinks or snacks or something like that, and, you know, I hope we will meet again eventually or something like that. I don't know, like, he got fired and he was happy, so that's what I said. I don't really know, man. Sometimes doing small things could make people's day. But, you know, like I said, you don't have to do this. It's really just a choice, rather, on like if you want to do that or not.
Do you have it? I suggest you leave
It's not like I'm saying, oh, you have to do this. Like that, no. People have their own free will. You can do whatever the fuck you want. I don't care. I don't care. I'll tell you that right now. I don't care. Like, even if I was dating someone, I wouldn't really care what they do. Like, honestly, what they do, like, in general. As long as it's not, like, anything illegal, then, no, I don't care. If it's illegal, then I probably would care, most likely, right? But if it's, like, I know a lot of people just don't like certain people who do content. I'm not calling anybody out, I'm just saying. Now, me, I don't care. Like, and also, a lot of people just don't feel like dating that person. I don't care, honestly. Because if I'm dating that person and they're making what, you know, some people have made in a year alone, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Fuck it, man. I don't care, man. But I know most people just do that for, like, their self-image and stuff like that. They don't want to seem, I don't know, like worse or something like that, or they don't want to be seen in a bad way for dating that person. And most people don't want to ruin their, you know, their status, I guess. Like, if they're a content creator slash streamer and stuff like that, as well, they don't want to ruin their self-image, I guess, which does completely make sense.